Hello pretties, welcome to Vevsville. So this is my round 2 filming this video. We did not start out so hot on the first time, but first things first, let's address the elephant in the room. I got bangs. I had a haircut, was it last week or the week before that, and my stylist was like, you would look really good with some like curly bangs, and I was like, did not think about it too long, was like, do it. I was like, I'm always excited to try something new, and like worst case scenario, it'll grow back. The first time I had the bangs, I didn't style them very well, and it looked awful. Oh my god, I was like, Jesus Christ. And then I ended up the second time that I was trying to like do something, I ended up like straightening them, and they look so gorgeous that way. And then this time I actually took my time and like squished them out and like really like make sure the what's it called, the curls look curly, and like diffusing properly, putting the right product in it, and they actually look gorgeous. I do feel like I need to learn how to braid. I need to learn how to braid my hair, because I do feel like this look better if I like pull my hair back a little bit from the sides, and I don't know how to properly do that, and so I've been struggling with that, so I need to learn how to do braids. But anyway, I have a very exciting video. This is what I would normally call my top 5 bottom 5 purchases of the year, but I actually have 10 purchases here right now. Top 10 purchases, and I have still my bottom 5. There's of course more products that I bought. I did not only buy 15 products this year, but I'm just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I did really good purchasing this year, and like I couldn't decide between my top 10, and so I just decided to just kind of do all of them all at once. I'm gonna put in the screen like how much I paid for these items, because I feel like that's something that you guys might be interested in. I know I would, so I'm gonna mention that. And some of them I might put like retail price, some of them I might put what I bought for them, and I can't tell you which one's which because I don't write in my spreadsheets which one I paid retail and which ones I got on discount. So I don't know. So yeah, just putting that out there. But I had already started this, and I had put some of the products like behind me, so I'm having to like move them forward. There you go. Alright, so we're gonna do this one bottom, two tops, one bottom, two tops, and then we're just gonna go through the whole thing. So, bottom, because we gotta start somewhere. This is in no particular order. It's this one right here. I got this from Well People. I've been wanting to try this brand for a long time, and the thing is, I have not used this once, not on my skin. I actually had it swatched right here and then like blur it out a little bit, so it has like a nice little tint. It feels very balmy. It's supposed to be a multi-use blush, so you can use it on your cheeks and on your lips, and it feels slightly hydrating, like a little balmy, so I could see that maybe. I haven't used it, and I just feel like there's a reason why I haven't used it, and I just can't really think of one. I haven't used it. I mean, I've swatched it a ton. This is what it looks like, by the way. And there's technically not that much product in here. You see that? There's really not. But I just haven't used it. I don't know why I can't. I should make a point to put it on my face at least once before the end of the year. But yeah, there's that one. So this is my first bottom. So for tops, since we're talking about blush, let's talk about blush. At the beginning of the year, I did a video trying M Cosmetics for the first time, and I bought a couple of products from that brand. And one of the products that was complete standout from that is this right here. So this is Heaven's Glow Blush in the shade Rococo, and it's like it doesn't advertise itself as a highlighter blush duo, which is very popular nowadays. It does not advertise itself as that. And this came out years before. Yeah, I think it came out like 4 or 5 years ago is when they came out with the first one of this. But it has a really nice glow to it, and it's very hydrating and blurring. It's really nice formula, honestly. Anytime I feel like, oh, I'm gonna go somewhere, I need to look nice, this and my Patrick Top blush are usually what I end up reaching for when I have those kind of situations. But I don't like, this is thick. This is thick packaging, but it does feel nice. It's magnetic. It has a really nice mirror right here. It's buildable. But it does come with like enough pigment straight off the bat. It is really glowy. I don't use highlighter when I use this one. I just kind of use this instead of using for both blush and highlighter instead of using highlighter. So I really enjoy this. I really liked it. And if you're looking at that website, like M Cosmetics, you've been wanting to try something from them, this blush and their eyeshadow formula, top notch. I could not recommend them enough. They're so nice. So nice. So there's that. Another blush formula that I have that I really quite enjoyed is I got the Lunar Beauty blushes. This is the first time they came out. It was like a moussey texture and they feel moussey. Like, it's hard to explain them, like, but moussey is a good description for them. Rose Reina, Bloom Bella, and Mauve Mami, which are the 3 more natural shades. Not natural. Those are the more neutral toned down shades. Those are the ones that I got. And I will say though, this is not a beginner friendly formula. If you think Rare Beauty is difficult to work with, if you think those are too pigmented, this is not going to be the blushes for you. I did do a video this year when I was comparing this to the Rare Beauty ones. And if you have a hard time with Rare Beauty blending them out, don't go for this. I do think that this have like a time and place, and I do think they're very beautiful, and I do enjoy this quite a bit. And there's been times for specific occasions where I reach for these over my Rare Beauty ones. If I want something that's more pigmented, if I want something that's gonna last me maybe a little longer without needing to touch up, this is probably what I'm gonna go for. And they're honestly very nice. I really enjoy these. So yeah, I have this 3 right here. Let's see what else we got. So we need a bottom, and I'm gonna go with lip products next. So I'm going with the Ultra Blotted Lip color from ColourPop. Now this is my issue with this. My issue with this is that I had really high expectations for this product because I really like the stick blotted lips from ColourPop in the stick formula. My only issue with that is that I don't like the packaging. So I was hoping if this is really nice, then I won't have to buy the stick ones and I can stick with this because the packaging is easier to use for this one and it doesn't feel as flimsy as the stick ones. I love the stick ones. I bought multiple shades. I think I bought 3 at the end of last year, and I'm nearly done with 2 of them. In a year, I'm nearly done with them. I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be my empties for this year, and then the other one's going to be gone pretty early on next year. So I love that formula. I think it's really great. You can sheer it out, build it up, and then just a gloss or like some sort of like glowy stick you want to put on top. Looks fabulous. It works so well with so many different formulas, but this is not bad. This is pigment straight out of the bat, and it feels like an old school liquid lipstick. And as you know, those back then did layer really well on top. Like you could layer gloss or something else on top. So like it does layer on top, but it's not the same formula. It's a little thicker. I could use the stick formula, I feel like, by itself. But this liquid one, I can't. I feel like I need to put something on top because it is really drying. It is, like I said, really pigmented. So if you want something more sheer, you really can't do that with this. So I don't love that about it. And yeah, this was bottom. This was a bottom. All right, so let's go with 2 tops because we can. So I've been hearing online a lot that there is a dupe for the Clinique. I think it's called Black Honey. And it's from CoverGirl in the shade Bless You Berry. There you go, Bless You Berry. This is actually the shade right here. And I don't purchase from Clinique because they're not cruelty free, but CoverGirl is cruelty free. So I was like, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna try it. And the original is supposed to be a very universal shade. It's supposed to work for everybody. I can totally see that just based on this. You can sheer it up, you can build it up. It is hydrating, but still pigmented, and it actually is quite long lasting. I really enjoy this formula. I would like to try more shades from this. I think this is really nice, and yeah, it's nice. I like it. It was pretty. Okay, another top lip formula. I was thinking about this the other day. Really random, but it's like I was thinking of like my top 3 formulas in each category, and this would 100% make it in the top 3, and this is this one, and that is Milani, and it's the Color Fetish Hydrating Lip Stain. First off, if you want to wear this and like more pigmented and like really build it up, make it look more glossy, you absolutely can. If you want to wear it as an actual lip stain and like blot it out and just have like the wash of color and then put something on top, you absolutely can. These are so versatile. I only have 2 shades. I have the shade 120 Mahogany Mami, and I have the shade 160 Bitten Berry. So these are a bit more deeper, a bit more muted shades, although they do have lighter shades, but I am a medium skin tone. But every time I wear these 2, I get compliments. Like I've had at least 3 people that I work with, specifically when I'm wearing Mahogany Mami, be like, hey, what are you wearing? Can you tell me what it is? Because I would like to buy it. And when I tell them it's Milani, like, oh my god, it's affordable. Because they know I like more expensive makeup. I do like some drugstore, but so they were like, oh my god, it's affordable. They were like really excited about it. They are affordable. Like I said, I'm gonna put the prices up here, but for this one specifically, I do want to tell you guys how much they cost, because it's not that bad. It's $14, which, I mean, a little expensive, but you can almost always find them on sale at Ulta or at H-E-B. That's where I usually do my grocery shopping. I can buy these at H-E-B. That's actually how I ended up buying both of the shades at H-E-B, and I'm pretty sure I got them on sale because it was like a 20% off or something like that, and I ended up getting them on sale. But these are really nice. I really enjoy this. I want to buy more shades. I just have to finish more lip products that I have before I do that. Okay, since we're talking about lip products, my lip product situation was like a massive fail this year. I feel like I had some good ones and I had a lot of bad ones, and so I think the rest of my bottoms are all gonna be lip products, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they are. That's disappointing. So at the very end of or at the very beginning of this year, I ended up buying Makeup by Mario, this little glow, whatever they're called. This one's, oh gosh, this is something called Bare Glow, and it's supposed to be like a gloss stick kind of situation. I did not like this. I know it's supposed to have like a plumping feeling to it. It's slightly there. It doesn't really feel very plumping. It doesn't honestly feel very glossy either, for that matter, and it doesn't particularly last very long. This was just a flop. And considering I got two minis for like $24, I think it was, something ridiculous like that. So if you think about it that way, I'm just like, this is absolute robbery. This is robbery. They're way too expensive. They do absolutely nothing. They don't last. They don't play well with others. This was just a flop. And I ended up finishing the other one. I know I have to finish this one as well, but this, robbery. I do not recommend this for anybody. They're not good. Don't waste your money. Okay, so let's go with two tops. I don't have any more like lip products as tops, so I'm gonna go with bronzing instead. So I have two bronzing products, or bronzer adjacent. So this is actually a contour from M Cosmetics as well, and I don't own any other contour products, so I don't have like the biggest selection to like try to compare them to, but I have the shade Terra from M Cosmetics, and I recently started to get more into contouring. Like I said, I bought this at the beginning of the year, and I think in that video I originally, when I did this, I didn't have a lot of expectations for this, and like I kind of knew how to use it, but I really hadn't like expanded into contour, and I've been watching a lot more videos recently, and I've understood the placement a bit more, and since then I can totally see the changes. Today I'm actually wearing them in conjunction with bronzing, so that was really interesting for me to how to learn to use contour and bronzing at the same time, because it's definitely doable. And this has just been very easy formula to use. It blends really easy, glides on pretty quickly, and it just leaves a slight shadow, and you can blend other things on tops or put powder on tops, and it just makes it very easy. And I'm very happy with this purchase because I don't think I would have tried contour otherwise. So yeah, this, top notch. I really enjoy it, really like it. It's pretty good, and this shade works really well for my skin tone, so I'm very happy to have it. On the flip side, I have an actual like bronzing situation, and I ended up trying the Patrick Ta bronzing duo, cream and bronze powder duo, in the shade of She Sculpted. I know it looks like I haven't used it a ton, but I promise you I have. It's just I try to go with a light hand because it is quite pigmented, and it does come up with a lot of product from the get-go. So I don't try to go too heavy with it, so I am pretty light-handed with it. And every time, like, oh, I need to do, I'm going to an event, or I'm going to a party, or I'm going to see, like, I'm going to something and I want my makeup to look like extra nice, this is a product that I'm reaching for, and I've just been loving the hell out of it. It does feel luxurious. It is thick though. Like, holy shit, this is thick. Even more so than their blushes. And I understand that it's a bronzer, so you do use more of it, but like, this is in comparison, like the thickness. So I have the blush on the here, so this is a blush, and do you see how much thicker that is? It's significantly bigger as well. Like, it's just massive. So I do have a hard time storing this, but if you take that out of the equation, it's honestly a really nice product, and I really like it, and it makes me feel pretty, and it makes the experience of putting the makeup on so much nicer when I do it. So yeah. Okay, another bottom, also from Well the People. Like, this is so disappointing because it's a brand I really wanted to try, but I ended up buying these little things. There was a sale at my HEB and I can't remember what it was, but it required me to reach like a certain amount of money in order for me to get like a certain amount of money back. It was a very huge discount. So I ended up buying these two right here. I do not like these. Are they hydrating? Yes. The undertones are not good. But even that aside, they're just so thick. Like, do you see this? I swear I'm squishing it. It's so, do you see how thick that looks and it feels? It is thick. It is hydrating, yes. But holy bejesus, that is so thick and it's so hard. Like, even, like, I'm having to, like, blend it out. There's nearly almost no color to it, but it's like the undertone actually doesn't quite work for me. But that aside, this, Lord, I'm gonna finish them because I'm gonna finish them and not in that traditional sense where I'm actually gonna use them for like going out makeup. These are gonna be like my lip balms that I use when I'm about to go on my morning walk / run, or oh, I'm gonna go grocery shopping, I'm not wearing any makeup. Oh, I need to go pick up something and I'm gonna be out the house for like 5 minutes. When you're not wearing makeup, these are gonna be what these are gonna get used as. You know, I'm not actually planning on wearing them like makeup wise, but Lord, because they are hydrating. So they're just so thick. Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's move on to some pros, some things that I enjoyed. So I have two things for you guys. These are more complexion products, and these are products that I never particularly thought I had bad products for these categories, but they have changed the game and have dethroned my holy grails from many years. So specifically for primer, I for a very long time had used the putty primer right here in my cheek areas, because this is where my pores are the most noticeable, and then I used the hydrating primer from ColourPop essentially all over my face. I will no longer be purchasing those two. I found my holy grail, and after this I'm just gonna be the one that I'm gonna use moving forward, and that's gonna be the one from Rare Beauty, and this is the pore diffusing primer. It's like jelly like almost, but not quite, and it feels a little bit like silicone but not quite. It does a great job of diffusing like pore feeling, but at the same time it's hydrating. It plays well with others. I really enjoy this primer, and this is a product that like if you looked at the last couple of years, you have not seen any like top 5, bottom 10 or anything for primers for me, because it's just not a category I think about too much. But this one changed the game. It's really good. I really enjoy it. I cannot wait to finish all of my other primers that I have in my collection. I'm almost done with the other two that I have, and I cannot wait to use this one exclusively. It's a little bit more expensive than when I was, you know, individually buying the other two, but price wise, since I was buying two at the time and I'm only buying one, it actually saves me a couple of dollars by just buying the one. Now it's a matter of seeing how long this lasts, because you know it's two versus the one, so we'll see. Regardless, I really like it. It's my new holy grail. I'm gonna keep on purchasing it. I really like it, and it's a product that I never really even thought about, so really happy about that. And another one where I thought I was fine. Like, I thought I had two holy grail powders that I really enjoyed, and I had my number 7 powder in conjunction with my elf powder, and the elf powder is honestly really nice. The number 7 powder is honestly really nice. I enjoy both of them, but the number 7 powder is honestly extremely hard to find nowadays, because I think it was discontinued from Target, and I don't know where else to buy it unless you go to the website. And I just don't use loose powder like that, or like what's it called, pressed powder. There you go. I can't think of the word. I don't use the pressed powder like that all the time, so it does take me a while to kind of go through it. But this one from Lunar Beauty changed the game for me. I'm like, do I need to like be into powder? Do I need to start like looking to find like a better powder? But I don't think I need to, because this one is just so nice. It's really nice. It's super blurry. It's not thick at all, but it does a really good job from the get-go. I don't particularly use it all over my face. I haven't tried that just because I have really dry skin. I don't need to. So I mostly just use it on my under eye, and it just makes my eyes look so thin. It doesn't, because I use a lot of product on my under eyes because I have really dark under eyes, so I have to put color corrector. I put 1, sometimes 2 concealers on, and it can just look a little cakey, but this actually blurs it out and smooths it out to a point where it looks thin. And I really appreciate that. I really enjoy this powder. Once I finish my other two, I'm probably not gonna repurchase them. Maybe my number 7, because I feel like I use that powder for different purposes than I use this one. But I don't think I'm gonna need to use it every single day. And it's more so for like when I need it for specific purposes. But I just don't use powder like that very often. But this one, so nice. I changed the game for me. I cannot wait to keep purchasing this one and only use this one moving forward. Now this is my only catch. This is significantly more expensive than the e.l.f. one. This is twice its price. I'm hoping that it lasts me just as long, because the e.l.f. powder can last me about 6 to 8 months. So I'm hoping it lasts me just as long, but this has been just such a breeze to use and I really enjoy it. Okay, moving along then. My last flop. And this, oh, that's not true. Yeah, it is. It is my last flop. Okay, so I was mistaken. I don't have 10 tops. I have 11 top products. That's on me. That's my fault, y'all. Okay, so I have this is my only flop from the M Cosmetics video, and it was the M Cosmetics, what's it called? Lip Cushion Tinted Lip Luminizer, and is in the shade Venetian Rose. This sucks. The formula is technically not that bad. The color is not really that flattering to me, but that aside, I'm just like, on a principle level, I am so mad about this product and how little product is in it. There is 0.05 ounces of product. This is a full size, 0.05 ounces of product. It was over 20 bucks. I should not be spending more than $20 for anything that was 0.05. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I just, make that make sense to me. Like, no. That is a mini size, put in a large packaging to make it seem like it's more product for overpriced. The formula is at best okay. Like, you can buy cheaper ones from the drugstore at much nicer. No, this was just a flat out no for me, and I'm just so mad about the pricing and how little product is in it. And I even mentioned it in that original video with them because I was outraged. I was completely outraged by this product. I can make it work if I just put a lip liner, because this isn't, like I said, this shade doesn't quite work for me. But that aside, the formula is not that outstanding. It's just average at best. And there's cheaper options with more product at the drugstore. So this, I just could not get behind. It was awful. It was just straight up awful. Okay, so now let's go with my, I guess, last top three, even though technically it's 11 now. And that's gonna be, the first one is gonna be from Persona Cosmetics, and it's gonna be their lip liners. For a very long time, I felt like eyeliners. For a very long time, I felt like eyeliners was just like an extra step in my makeup. And I've been watching a lot of videos from Vanngo. I feel like I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but I'll leave his channel down below. I've mentioned him before. I love him. I love watching his videos. I think he's really good about teaching how to do makeup. He's a professional makeup artist. He works with a lot of different celebrities. And I really enjoy the way he teaches you how to do makeup and like his different techniques and tricks and whatnot. But anyway, he almost always, I want to say like 50% of the time, he uses eyeliner to start out his eyeshadow looks and really just like expand from there. And I just felt like I didn't have the quite right formula for that, and I didn't want to, I mean, some of the brands that he was using, I'm just like, I just don't buy from those brands because they're not cruelty free. But I found that this Persona Cosmetics formula is just so nice. They blend, they stay. If you want something long lasting, if you want something that can blend out, once it dries though. So you do have to move relatively fast if you want to use them as part of the base for an eyeshadow look. But they're just so nice. They are a bit expensive, but they almost always have them on sale at their website. Like, they're almost always on sale. So they do have expanded their shade. So this is the shade Plum. This is Plum right here. I have Bronze. Bronze is an interesting shade. I haven't quite figured out how to use that shade. And then the last one is gonna be Chocolate. This is the new shade, one of the new shades that they have. And this is it. And I really enjoy this formula. I think it's really easy to use. If you are like a beginner person, if you want to just put this on your waterline, you can absolutely do that. If you want to do like an actual wing with it, you absolutely can. If you want to smudge it out, you can. If you want to incorporate into it, look more, make it a bit more intricate, you absolutely can. This is just a very friendly, like beginner friendly formula, and it just works really well. And they, like I said, they can like be non-budge, or you can like, you know, smudge them out. You have like a little wiggle time to be able to do that. So these are just fabulous. I have one foundation. It's gonna be this one from House Labs. Everyone's been talking about this foundation all of last year, and I finally like bought the bullet, and I bought what I think is the best shade match that I could find from her line. The undertone is just not quite right. I believe this is supposed to be a neutral with peachy undertones, and I'm a neutral, like I'm a neutral with olive undertones. It's not quite the same, but they're similar enough where I can somewhat make it work. To be honest, it's one of my better shade matches that I own. Shade matches that I own in my collection. So honestly, not that bad. But I have actually found my skin tone in a bottle, which is the Patrick Ta 13 Olive. Is literally my skin tone in a bottle. I found it, and I know for a fact I'm getting it for Christmas. I'm not including it in this video because I'm literally getting it for Christmas. I'm gonna have like 5 days with it, you know, for the rest of this year. So I just like, I don't feel like counting that for this, like it just doesn't count. But I did get it like as a little sample, and so I have tried it. That is the best skin tone, skin match that I've ever found, and it's honestly really nice on my particular skin tone. I could see somebody that is more oily not liking that, but I have extremely dry skin, so I can make that work pretty well. But that aside, we're talking about this one. So this one is, for starters, long lasting. Holy shit. I believe I went out with my friends, and I mentioned this in a different video. I went out with my friends after work, so I put this in like at 8:30 in the morning before I went to work, and I went to work, obviously got out, went out for dinner with my friends. We stayed up pretty late because we were bar hopping till like 12 o'clock at night, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and my foundation still looked flawless. It is hydrating, it is smooth, it doesn't stick to any dry patches. You can put anything on top of it. It blends super well. It can be buildable to more coverage, or it can be more lightweight, which is how I use it. I usually just use one pump and then just kind of, you know, spread it out, because I feel like it has pretty decent coverage. But honestly, this it just works so well. The package is pretty luxurious, which I know a lot of people are not into it, but if I'm spending money on a foundation, because this is more expensive, like I want it to feel nice, you know? Like if I'm wanting something cheap, I'm gonna go with ColourPop, right? But if I'm not doing that, like if I'm doing that, like an experience, I want something that feels good, you know? But the formula is honestly great. It feels like skin. It's almost undetectable because it does blend really well into the skin. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Very happy. Every time that I have like an event or something, I've been wearing this, and it's just so gorgeous. I really, really like it. Okay, and I guess my last one. Now I did buy multiple eyeshadow palettes this year, and I honestly like all of them. So that being said, I could only choose one to be my top 5. Like I didn't want to have a bunch of products and be like, all of these palettes are great. These are gonna all be palettes, so I'm having to. Now this is the biggest issue with this palette. It is so hard to open this. It is so hard to open this. But I have my Cosmetics eyeshadow palette in Rodin. There you go. Now this is a more neutral shade, and this is actually the lighter one. But even though it's one of the lighter ones, like there's pigment in here, and it is buildable. It is buildable. Like this dark one, it is buildable. Honestly, I was a little nervous that it might be too light for my skin tone, but I was able to make it work super well. I've traveled with this so many times. I actually have a dip on this shade right here. There's a ton of product in here. It blends beautiful. It builds up. The formula, I've seen people say online that they've been able to use this formula without using any eyeshadow primer, and I was like, I'm gonna try it. It works, and it still stays on all day long. Not any issues. It fades a little bit that way. When you use a primer, it does not, you don't have any issues of fading. But even that being said, this is just gorgeous. I'm telling you, if 3 out of the 4 products that I bought from the Cosmetics video made it from, I think I bought them in like the beginning of February all the way till now, you know, and I'm still talking about how good all these products are, they're great. Because I've forgotten some of the things that I bought in like August of this year, and this I bought, I believe it was like January or February, and I've been using them consistently like all year long. They have just been amazing products. I was really impressed with that brand. I would like to try more from them. It's just, they don't have So my camera disconnected at the very end of the video. So here we are. I'm just gonna finish the thought that I kind of left on and then do my outro and, you know, say goodbye. But I was just talking about M Cosmetics, and I feel like I really like the brand overall. They don't have a lot of different products. They have like a few key products, and then they just have multiple shades of those products. And I just don't feel very attached to any of the other shades that they've come out with. So the reason why I haven't bought anything else from M Cosmetics, but we shall see. Maybe next year. Other than that, that's pretty much it. That was my supposed to be top 10, bottom 5, but it turned out to be top 11, bottom 5. Please let me know what are your top makeup purchases from this year and your bottom makeup purchases from this year, because I'm curious and nosy and I would just want to know. So if you don't mind telling me, I would love to hear that from you. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!